Hello everyone. So today we're gonna start the idea of developing an app. So to do that, I'm gonna go over the basic concept of the app. So I'm gonna use Excel file or Google Sheet to show you the basic of the concepts. So I'm going through the screen. So if you have Google account, you can go to the screen here, type sheets.new, and this will open a new sheet for you. So I'm gonna hit enter, and a new spreadsheet will start here. You can name this spreadsheet number 1, for example, or just you can start that, and then here you will have the spreadsheet. So in my case, I'm gonna use this spreadsheet to add users. So the sheet number 1, I'm gonna change it to users. So each user, I will have their name, their email, maybe phone number, and their photo or image. The first column, I'm gonna add user ID. So user number 1, number 2, number 3, and then here the name number 1, name number 2, name number 3, and so forth. And the emails and the image will be added somewhere here. So this is a basic table of your data. So I'm gonna advance to another level. So if you have the users table, you can add another table. So here's the add sheet. So I'm gonna show you how to add an action so that they can do something. So user number 1 will do something. So for example, you are the user number 1, and I want you to do a task. So here will be the task. So I'm gonna add tasks. So task 1, task 2, task 3. And each task will have an ID. So task ID. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. I can send T1, T2, T3. And it's supposed to be a unique ID. And then you can add the description. So I want you to finish lesson 1. Then task 2, maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna finish lesson 2. And then you want to do lesson number 3, number 4. So these are the lessons, for example, and I want to show here the user ID. So who did this lesson? So it's going to be user number 1, for example, and then user number 2, and maybe user number 3 didn't do it, but they know how to do the task. Then task 2, maybe user number 1, user number 2, not user number 3. So this is how it's done. But here in the users table, I can use more information. So I can use task number 1 if it's done or not. So I'm gonna say done, or task number 2 done, task 3 done, task 4 done. So for example, if the first user did it, it will be true and true. for user number 2, maybe this one, something like that. You can add it to the table of the task, or you can add it here on the table of the users. So there are two ways to add if the task is completed by the user. This is the basic of the development of an app. It's the back side of the app.